A very good morning, students. This is your chemistry class, and in our previous videos and live classes we have studied the chapter Elements and Compounds. In this chapter we have learned about atoms, different types of elements, compounds. We have learned about structure of an atom, subatomic particles like electrons, protons and neutrons. We have learned Bohr's concept, atomic number, mass number and atomic weight. So today we are going to start new topic, that is isotopes. What are isotopes? Atoms which have same atomic number and different in mass number is called as isotopes. Atoms of same element that have same atomic number but different in mass number are called as isotopes. Since all of the atoms of a given element have same number of protons in their nucleus, isotopes must have different number of neutrons. For example, the element hydrogen has 3 isotopes. In number 1, hydrogen, number of proton is 1, number of electron is 1 and number of neutron is 0. In hydrogen 2, proton 1, electron 1 and neutron 1. Hydrogen 3, see their mass numbers are same, atomic numbers are same but their mass numbers are different. Like in hydrogen 1, 0 mass number, hydrogen 2, 1, in hydrogen 3 it is 2. So all the atoms which have same atomic number, like hydrogen's atomic number is 1, so all the and we have already studied that atomic number is equals to number of proton. So you can see the number of proton is same. In each case of hydrogen, number of proton is same but they are different in their mass number. And how we calculate the mass number? Mass number means neutron plus proton. So neutron, that is 2, and proton, so that is why it is 3. Now in this also, number of proton is 1, number of neutron is 1. So 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, and hydrogens, that is why it is 2. So they are same in their mass, same in their atomic number and different in their mass number. Hydrogen, like hydrogen have 3 isotopes, helium has 2, sulfur has 4 isotopes and tin has 10 isotopes. Now atoms and ions. What are the ions? Ions mean the charges upon the atoms. In a chemical reaction, when we lose or gains the electron, this disturbs the balance of the protons and electron, which usually have the same number and result in the change of atom. Like they result the change of charges. Like how they change the charges? Like number of electron. Like if we do a chemical reaction, if we gain electron, it means electron is more in the atom, and if electron is more in the atom, it means it is negative charge, because we have studied electron contains negatively charged, it is a negatively charged particle. So if the number of electron will increase in atom, it will negative charge, it will take negative charge, and that charge is called as ion. Positive or negative charge is called as ion. And excess of electron produce a negative charge, and deficiency of electron produce a positive charge. And if the number of proton will increase in the atom, it will take a positive charge. If an atom loses 1 electron, see what happens if an atom loses 1 electron. The atom now has 1 proton more than the number of electrons, or it has 1 positive charge more than the number of negative charge. So it will be cation. Cation means positively charged electrons. Positively charged particles are called as, a positively charged atom is called as cations. The atom which are positively charged are called as cation. And if an atom gains 1 electron, it means number of electron is more in that atom, that is called as anion. Understood? If positive charge is more, on the atom, it will be cation. And if negative charge will be more, it means the number of electron will be more, so it will called as anion. The atom now has one electron more than the number of proton, or it has one negative charge more than the number of positive charge. This makes the atom negatively charged. That is why the atom is negatively charged and called as anion. Like see in chlorine atom. Chlorine 17, we know the atomic number is 17. So protons, positive charge. Chloride ion, protons, positive charge. And 17 electrons, negative charge. 18 electrons, negative charge. It means no charges is there. 1 unit of negative charge increases here. It means 1 charge when we react chlorine from sodium chloride. So chloride is added there and 1 negative charge increases. That is why 1 charge electron, when negative electron is added in chlorine, and that is why chlorine is minus in number, Cl minus. In the formation of sodium chloride, the positively charged sodium Na and negatively charged chloride, that is Cl, are held together by strong electrostatic forces. This results the chemically stable sodium chloride molecules. Why it forms sodium chloride stability? Because we also know that positive and negatively charged attract each other. That is why it has strong electrostatic forces also. Among them, they have strong electrostatic forces, plus and minus. Sodium chloride is positively charged and sodium is positively charged and chloride is negatively charged, and they combine together with strong electrostatic forces. Now come on molecules. What is a molecule? A molecule is the smallest particle of a pure substance, element or a compound which has its own independent existence. It inhabits all the properties of pure substance. What are the molecules? A molecule is the smallest particle of a pure substance, like element or compound, which has its own independent existence. It exhibits all the properties of a pure substance. Molecules of element. What are the molecules of element? See, the atoms of certain elements like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, etc. cannot exist independently. Why they do not exist independently? So they join the form of molecules which have independent existence to form a molecule. Atom always join in whole numbers. For example, 2 atoms of hydrogen, we always write H in H2. I told you earlier, 2 atoms of hydrogen join to form a molecule of hydrogen element. I told you that symbol of hydrogen is H2. Why we write H2? Because it cannot exist independently. H cannot exist independently. That is why they join form of molecule of element hydrogen. That is why it is written as H2. 8 atoms of sulfur join to form one molecule of element sulfur. That is why it is written as. That is why the atomic number of sulfur is 8. So hope you understood this. Now what is atomicity? The number of atoms of an element that join together to form molecules of that element is known as atomicity. What is atomicity? It means the number of atoms, means how many atoms are joining together to form the molecule stable. That is called as their atomicity. Of that, depending upon the atomicity, the molecules of elements can be divided into 3 parts. They are monoatomic, diatomic and polyatomic molecules. What are these? These are monoatomic molecules, diatomic molecules and polyatomic molecules. What are monoatomic molecules? Some elements such as helium, zinc, sodium can exist single. They can exist single. They don't need 2 atoms to join together. They exist single atom and their atoms are also regarded as molecules. Hence, the molecules of these elements are called as monoatomic molecules. Why they are called as monoatomic? Because they can exist single. They do not join together. And what are diatomic molecules? The molecules of an element such as oxygen, hydrogen and chlorine, etc. have 2 atoms each. They join two atoms of chlorine, 2 atoms of hydrogen join together to form one stable atom. That is why they are a stable element. They are called as diatomic molecules. Now polyatomic molecules. What is polyatomic molecules? The molecules of some atoms have more than 2 atoms in each. They have more than 2 atoms in each element. That is why they are called as polyatomic. Poly means more than 2. For example, ozone, it has 3 atoms per molecule, and sulfur, it has 8 atoms per molecules. As I told you earlier, that is why sulfur's atomic number is 8. And so students, hope you understood this topic, and in our next class I'll teach you how molecular formula of an element, valency of an element, molecules of a compound, radicals and chemical formula. We will learn about certain steps which are followed to make a chemical formula. So students, your homework is to read the chapter very well and complete book exercises and learn periodic table. Learn the atomic number from periodic table till 20, at least 20. Thank you students.